Well, Ray Peckham, thanks for your time. Lovely being here in your front yard. 85 years of age, Ray. You've seen a lot happen over the years with Aboriginal people.
True.
What are some of your fondest memories?
Well, the fondest memories was when, at the peak of the Aboriginal organisations, the struggle for Katsi, and that was the peak, our peak in all the organisations. We reached that, and we prove that we can be organised on a national basis, speaking as one people. We did it, and it was proven, and it got internationally famous. It got recognition, and it got national recognition and local recognition.
Well,
And-
in fact, you got recognised as a human being. Aboriginal
Yeah,
people
that's right.
finally got counted in the census, finally recognised as being human.
Yes, and we did it all through not accepting any government funding whatsoever. It was all done with contributions and everything like that, and door knock appeals.
Prior to Fakatsi, you had the Welfare Board. What was it like in those days under the Welfare Board?
Well, the Aboriginal Welfare Board was like it stated in the Aboriginal organisation, the Aboriginal Progressive Association said that abolish the board because it was an anchor to the progress of the Aboriginal people as a race, and that it was dictatorial powers. It kept everyone closed up in missions and reserves. But of course, a lot of the families and that jumped the fence and became fringe dwellers. But the thing is this, that the Aboriginal Welfare Board was still there and still had political influence and over the people, and with the cooperation of the police and all this sort of business, in the outback. In the outback, they use the discriminatory clauses and that, like the Liquor Act in the Aboriginal Welfare Board policy, to knock down doors on the fringe dwellers along the rivers and all that sort of business, irrespective of girls or women being in the bathtubs or in bed and everything like that, under the pretense that they was looking for grog. Because the stipulation in the Liquor Act was that any white man supplying liquor to any Aborigines, it could be, without trial, 18 months jail or a heavy fine.
You would have seen a lot of kids being taken away, a lot of Aboriginal kids of that now known as the stolen generation. How devastating on you was that?
Well, apparently when we was living for a while on the Peckham mission, in the Peckham scrub there, that the welfare board officer came onto the mission and said to Dad and Mum that two of the girls they were going to apprentice them out on the stations and that, and Dad said, walked out with the bloody shotgun, and he said, yes. He said, you can come in the yard, but you won't be going out of it. So that was that. And well, he was one that stood up to him, see, and but a lot of women and kiddies that grew up later on in life and explained that the terrible conditions and so forth, and that I didn't strike discrimination until I started working, and with we were seasonal workers working out in the hay and the wheat and all that sort of business, and you'd come into town with the boss, and he'd shout us a couple of beers. It was all right. We could walk in with him and then get out. But the thing is this, that white mates would say, well, we get paid on Friday evening, see, and they'll say, oh, we see you in town in the morning, yeah, see you at the railway hotel, see, and walking past the next morning at the railway hotel. This is the first discrimination I remember, and of course my white mates are in the pub having a beer, and they spots me walking past, and they say, hey, come in here and have a beer. I said, I can't go in there. They said, why can't you? They thought I was discriminating against them, see? Yeah. But I said, no. I said, I'm not allowed to go in there. And they was getting hostile too. They, you know, what are you, too proud or what? I said, look, come around to the police station with me now. Come now. Ran to the police station and asked the policeman why I can't go in that pub there and have a beer with you. See? And that was my first experience with discrimination. That was the Liquor Act in the Aboriginal Welfare Board policy. And any white fella that was supplying liquor to an Aborigine was automatically jailed, 18 months jail straight away, and with a heavy fine. And any publican could lose his licence through it, and which I found out later on too. But that's it.
And you know, all your travels and all the things you did, there was always a political motivation.
Oh yes.
I mean, you get back to Brisbane, and I think it's around the time of the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, 82.
82.
Yeah. Well, I was up at Moree in the cotton fields, and on the grog, and I said, well, this is no good. So I went into the Moree Aboriginal Sobriety House and was drying out, and some blokes came down from Brisbane, and they had a newspaper written by Budger Davison at Ipswich, and Black Protest. And I was reading this paper, and of course the Commonwealth Games was coming up then, and when I finished up on the Friday, and the Saturday I got the bus straight up to Ipswich, and I contacted Budger and them through this little paper, and I got with them, and then Budger organised the bus out to Coolangatta to invite the people that were coming up by buses from Sydney up the coast. We'd meet them there and at Tweed and march across from New South Wales into Queensland and Adelaide. But then we linked up with the main mob down in Musgrave Park. Yeah, made it a big issue then. Yeah, that was really great. Now, we've got to remember that in the meantime, Russ Hinds, he was the Minister for Police. He
was a minister for everything.
Yeah, well, he introduced that you couldn't talk on the street and that.
More than three Aboriginal people together constituted.
He brought that, and then to break up all the delegation or demonstrators, you know that. And they had to fight all that.
Yeah, but where are we headed today? Where do you see Aboriginal people headed to?
Oh man, this today has got me tricked. Yeah, tricked. I don't know, because we're fighting. See, as I said before at the beginning, that we're in a unique position because We were fighting the Aboriginal Welfare Board, state government. When the Aboriginal Welfare Board, we haven't got the money to do this and do that, improvements and that on the reserves and cottages and everything like that, because the state government won't open the banks up, vaults up for us. So we fought Welfare Board, state, and then the federal body. The state would say, no, the Commonwealth government, the federal government won't open the vaults up again, see, bring the money down that way. And it was a fight, political fight all the way through.
And continues to be.
And continues to be. And it's getting back to that way again, because all this business about setting up the new ideas about administrations and that is reintroducing the old Aboriginal Welfare Board policy.
Has today's Aboriginal leadership got it wrong?
Well, the ones that have prominently said that they're Aboriginal leaders are terribly wrong, because they're going backwards. They've gone back over 100 years, about 150 odd years.
So it's back to the welfare days, it's back to the white mission manager, it's back to
the white fella's still up there, leading by the rings in the noses. And what's mesmerised our supposed leaders is the carrot of millions of dollars. That's mesmerised them. That's what they. It's not working class principles or raising our people up from the ashes. But in the meantime, people get fooled about, but we've got film stars, we've got films, we've got filmmakers, we've got sopranos, we've got, we're well up in films, entertainment, football.
at the elite level.
Yeah, world class, all world class, okay. But politically, we got nothing.
Novices.
We got nothing. The white fella's still there. He's still the boss.
So finally, Ray, what's your message for our young people?
Education, like the old Aboriginal Welfare, Aboriginal Progressive Association said. Educate our children to take their rightful place in society on equal terms in all professions, without fear of favour or of discrimination and prejudice. And we haven't got to that stage yet. And the third point was to have our Aboriginal representatives on the floor of Parliament, speaking on our behalf, on our terms, a dual role, man and woman, not just a man, not just a woman, but the woman standing on equal terms in Parliament.
Ray Peckham, thanks for your time.
Hey, good mate, thank you.